Hello ladies and gentlemen, and today we're taking a look at one of the most anticipated games, ever for me, being Destiny 2. A bit of back history here. Me and Destiny go all the way back to the alpha. I have put hundreds of hours in, completed all the raids, farmed the loot cave, and even unlocked poor Atheon off his ledge. I have done everything Destiny has to offer 5 times over and do love the game, but I would be a fool to not think Destiny over its 3-year course has had some major issues and some that still linger in the game today. I will be doing many Destiny videos up till Destiny 2's launch and beyond, so stick around on my channel for that. So after the proper announcement of Destiny 2, I'm going to look into 7 ways Destiny 2 can improve over Destiny 1. Let's get into it. Number 1 is to do more with Bungie, by its transparency and consistent updates. Anyone who played and was familiar with Destiny 1 knows that a lot of the time we didn't know what was next, or when some very broken guns like Thorn or Firebolt grenades or even supers like those damn Hammer Souls back in year 2 would actually get patched. Talking about year 2, the worst case was when the Taken King released in 2015. We didn't know what was next, if there would be more DLC, free updates or whatnot. We had to wait months of us complaining to Bungie until we got some answers, and the idea there would be only free updates in year 2 and the same for year 3. This led to a lot of negativity which just didn't need to happen. Now looking forward to Destiny 2, it was told before that the pipeline for making content in Destiny 1 was very tricky, but Destiny 2 would fix this issue. I'm expecting a whole new Bungie on this front. I want to have those monthly or weekly patches to sort out those bugs and issues. Every other multiplayer game does it, and it's no exception for Destiny 2 to not. I want to know how the pattern of Destiny 2 content will be for the whole year. We know there will be 2 expansions out the first year, but what else? 3 extra content than any other MMO does needs to happen to keep people always engaged and not have that dry period Destiny is infamous for. Next up, I think, is one of the most obvious ones, being a damn story. Destiny 1, had nothing to work with. It had so much lore, but nothing else was put into the actual game. It seems they have changed their approach already, with a story trailer showing a glimpse of the premise of Destiny 2. The bad Cabal have destroyed the tower, and the leader of the Red Legion is the main villain we need to take down. Even though it sounds rather cliche at first, the light-hearted humour and just the general idea of starting with nothing and having to regain our glory and loot does get me excited. But the story has to go deeper than that. Have story side quests with the main characters like Cage, Shaxx, Ikora, Sahara would be great, going into their past and finding out all about the lore. The same could be said for the factions, New Monarchy, Dead Orbit, the Vanguard. There's so much potential to work with here. It doesn't need to be all side quest based. Audio logs or lore scattered around the world in various forms can help people wanting to discover more and more. It's just keeping people engaged and believing what is happening in the universe of Destiny. Destiny 2 doesn't only need to create its own story, but fill the huge gap left after Destiny 1. Like, who the hell is she? Now we are going into more personal territory now. As a player who majority of the time played Destiny solo, there wasn't much to do and felt actually rewarding. You could do some PvP or grind a few bounties, but that was all. You could try to solo a Nightfall, but that was never fun. Many are in the same boat. Yes, on reset day or the weekend you can get another 5 people to do the raid, but in the meantime I can't deny there's very little reason to want to play solo, and that's a big shame. Destiny 2 needs to create, like I said before, those side quests and a big open world where you can find other players to play and have some high level quests for you to do which reward you with worthy loot. I'm not asking for something like a solo raid, but something has to be done so when a Guardian wants to jump in on Destiny for 2 hours by themselves, they don't feel like they're just killing time, but actually helps them progress in the game. And this sort of segues onto my next point, being LFG in Destiny 2. You have to use other sources to swap gear without going to the vault or finding other Guardians who want to complete the same activity outside of the game, which has always been a big issue. Just having options where you can go to whatever bases we have in Destiny 2, because it's certainly not the tower, and it's easy to access other Guardians' profiles, see what levels they are, what gear they have, and what activities they want to do. Even having a search option would be great. Number 5 I think is highly requested as well. We all know that Destiny 1 gear will not carry over to Destiny 2, which I'm rather happy about. It means they can start with a clean slate and build a different experience for us. But that doesn't mean I don't want some stuff to return over time. From weapons like the good old Galihorn or Fabrinet, you name it, would be great to have those guns reappear in some way. But I wanted it to more focus on the old content. There's so much space in Destiny 1 that was really never touched, from Hue Patrol spaces, and until the recent Age of Triumphs update, 2/3 of the game content wasn't worth playing like the old raids. I think it would have been nice after a few months after Destiny 2 launches to add some of this old content back, reimagined and updated to fit Destiny 2's newest mechanics and systems. It'd be a nice throwback for the old players. Plus it'd be easy content to fix up for Destiny 2. Number 6 is one of the biggest issues Destiny secretly had, which was when they tried to patch PvE and PvP together, which never worked. Mostly PvP was one needing the change and it only affected PvP in a bad light. The worst case most recently was when they nerfed snipers, so when you get hit a lot more recoil, as this was just an issue in PvP. However, this made it so in PvE where you get hit a lot of snipers became more annoying to use. So simple enough, balance PvE and PvP separately. I know you want to make a seamless gaming experience, but this has caused way too many issues in the past. But if they find another way around this, all power to them. Just don't hurt PvE's fun and variety for PvP's mess. Talking about variety, the 7th and final point is variety in enemy types and how to spec your character. When taking Kin hit, this was when I really felt how stealth fighting enemies and encounters were in Destiny 1. The new enemies of the Taken and Seawell were just reskins and the odd different ability from the original enemy types. I want to have more variety and challenge here. I don't want brain dead enemies which are only challenging because they hit hard. And for specking your Guardians, I would like subclasses to return, but I don't want it to feel restricted as it is currently. Have more freedom to create the Guardian you always wanted would be fantastic. We know Hunters and Titus Warlocks will be coming back, but it would be cool if there was another class or two to choose from. But anyway guys, that does it. I didn't really want to drag out this video too much, and I will be making more Destiny videos like I said before to its release and beyond, so stick around for that, and I'll see you next time.